Hi, it's Jon Mitchell, Mayor of New Bedford, and this is another installment of the Mayor's Weekly Update. I'd like to talk about schools this week. And first, I'd like to offer, on behalf of the city, a hearty thanks to Jack Nobrega and Larry Finnerty for their some 4 decades of service to our children in the New Bedford Public Schools. Both had their last school committee meetings this week, and both leave behind a really significant legacy. In the case of Jack Nobrega, he's been a community leader in many capacities, working in government and the private sector. Had a huge run as the coach, the head basketball coach at Holy Family, many people who will remember back in the 60s and 70s. And then has been a member of the school committee for some 42 years, and remains actually a school committee member over at Voc Tech. He's been there through many changes, and I really appreciate his support and some of our efforts in recent years to improve the school district. And as far as Larry Finnerty goes, someone who has been on the committee for the last 8 years, but who previously had been in the school department for over 3 decades in many capacities, both as a classroom teacher as well as the assistant superintendent for special ed, in which capacity he led many efforts that resulted in improved outcomes for special ed students, but also improved the opportunities for children who had learning disabilities, and that is quite a legacy to leave behind. So I really wanted to just acknowledge both of their efforts over the years. As we look ahead over the coming year, we're going to be looking for a new school superintendent. So this week we announced the formation of a superintendent screening committee that is comprised of a set of 7 very well-respected local folks who will go about the business of screening candidates for the school committee. The list is on the city's website, but it's folks who are all familiar with New Bedford, all familiar with our public schools, and all who are determined for all the right reasons to install leadership so that we can continue the progress that we've had over the last few years. And I look forward to working with them. We believe that that process will play out over the next 3 or 4 months, and the goal of it ultimately is for the school committee to hire the very best person who applies. And so it's important to have a really strong applicant pool, which we're working on as well. But our kids deserve the very best. I mean that, and every kid in the system deserves to have their full potential realized, and we want to do everything that we can to help them activate it. So a lot of work ahead in that regard, but the work is underway now, and we believe that we have a process in place that will lead to a result that folks will have confidence in. With all that, that's been our weekly update, and more to come, including in the next couple of weeks some discussion about what we're looking to do in the way of new initiatives in the city as the new term, the new mayoral and city council term unfolds. Until then, this has been the Mayor's Weekly Update.